Okay, so I saw this video of a woman saying, like, here's 12 books to read if you're wanting to get started with homeschool. No shade to the video. I oftentimes like to share resources like that. But it got me thinking that if I was someone who was prepping to try to homeschool, that would feel really intimidating to feel like I needed to potentially read any books to even start homeschooling, let alone 10, 12. And I think we have gotten so used to consuming content like that that it's become normalized. But I'm telling you, 20 years ago when people were homeschooling their kids, they weren't prepping with 10 books on rhythms and psychologies and play styles. Like, they just got curriculum and started teaching their kids. As someone who does have a teaching degree, I'm telling you, teachers are only ever usually a couple lessons ahead of their kids. It's just true. I remember my senior year of college, a professor saying that to me and saying, you know, I need you to understand that you're only ever going to be a few lessons ahead of your students, and that's okay. And she was just trying to normalize that fact that you're not going to know it all. You can't. You literally can't. And yes, again, there are people who've been teaching certain subjects for 20, 30 years. They're going to have a lot of knowledge banked in here. But year 1 teachers, year 4 teachers, year 5 teachers, year 8 teachers even, like, you're going to have to remind yourself, you're going to have to refresh the browsers of your brain, and you're probably only going to be a few lessons ahead of your kids. So if that is the teacher with the 4-year degree going into the high school to teach your kids, if you don't think that you can read a textbook and implement that textbook with your child, I'm telling you that I think that you can. And I'm telling you that I don't think you need to read 12 books on homeschool rhythms and homeschool school psychology, just the same way that you don't need to read 25 parenting books to learn how to be a parent. How do you learn how to be a parent? You parent. You walk through it, and you fail and you fumble and you get back up. But you don't need 25 parenting books to teach you to parent. Yes, you might read a couple along the way when you're dealing with specific issues to help you with those specific issues. But at the end of the day, how are we learning to parent? Through doing, right? So how do you learn how to homeschool? Through homeschooling. So if you're sitting around thinking like you need 12 books and a dissertation to homeschool your kids, I'm just here to encourage you that you really don't.